Welcome back, everybody. This is the Congress Guy back with another deck review. Today is another deck that you won't see very often, as I'm not aware of many full decks. I do know of one other collector that has this deck in the U.S., I believe, and one overseas in Europe. This is Orpheus, around 1916, and we'll go ahead and we'll take a look at this. This is a 606W for whist size. So this is the forerunner to bridge. Got a canceled tax stamp there. Air cushion finish, copyright by USPC. So a little bit about Orpheus. And I took this, I think, from Wikipedia. I forget where I got it from. So ancient Greek sources note Orpheus's Thracian origins. The major stories about him are centered on his ability to charm all living things and even stones with his music, which is the usual scene in Orpheus mosaics, his attempt to retrieve his wife Eurydice from the underworld, and his death at the hands of the Maenads of Dionysus, who, tired of his mourning for his late wife Eurydice. As an archetype of the inspired singer, Orpheus is one of the most significant figures in the reception of classical mythology in Western culture, portrayed or alluded to in countless forms of art and popular culture, including poetry, film, opera, music, and painting. For the Greeks, Orpheus was a founder and prophet of the so-called Orphic mysteries. He was credited with the composition of the Orphic hymns and the Orphic Argonautica. Shrines containing purported relics of Orpheus were regarded as oracles. So he seemed to be a very central figure in Greek mythology. So we'll go ahead and take a look at it here. He's got his harp, and it looks like he's leading a tiger, and he has no clothes on. I don't know what work of art this is done by, the artist. So I have not gotten that too far into it. So it looks like, yeah. So the tax stamp was canceled March 1st of 16, so 1916, so 105 years ago. All right, so let's get into the cards. Got the classic telescoping case. Look at those edges. I won this at the 2020 virtual auction for 52 plus Joker. So beautiful edges. So let's go ahead and take it out and look at it here. And we'll go with the standard capital Joker. There is another version of this type of Joker. The Capitol building, actually, you see it from about a 30 to 45 degree angle. I call it a transitional Joker. It would be the second type of this one before they got into a complete rehaul of the Joker around 1930. You will see this on almost all whist and all bridge-sized decks. Okay, so here is the ace. This is a US 6H, ace of spades. So it's a little bit of a transition from the G. You get the Congress, the 606, U.S. Playing Card Company, Cincinnati, USA, Russell and Morgan Factories. And the date code, it's not a date code, but it's 4-16 CW411. We don't know exactly what that means. So we'll go ahead and get into the cards here. So I was glad to get this deck. This is there are 4 of the Greek mythology decks. Orpheus, Sappho, which is coming up in a later video. Erato, and Euterpe, which I have 3 of those 4. I do not have Erato yet. So these cards are in excellent shape. You're not going to find many finer decks than this one unless you want to find a sealed one. And I have never seen a sealed Orpheus deck. So let's just say this is probably the finest example of this deck you will see, until I'm proven otherwise. The flesh tones are really, really light by this point. they're starting to get away from them, I think, into the standard that you see now. Looks like a little bit lighter ink, red ink there for the hearts and the diamonds. Pardon me. Beautiful, beautiful deck. You don't see this very often. For most of you watching, this is probably the only time you will see this deck. If you come to the 52 Plus Joker conventions in person, all these decks that you have seen in my videos, save for a couple if I might have traded them away, you can see these there. I have no problem taking them out and showing them to you. And yeah, I'm sure I'll let you handle them. Not too much, of course. You know, I want to try to preserve them the best I can. So that's the historian in me. I want to try to preserve the past. So we're halfway through the clubs here. So these type of cards would be good if you want to use a poker game at a small table. Smaller cards kind of helps take away what little room you have. So I would not use these in a poker game. Like I said, there are cards I have used in poker games. One of them was from around 1901 or 1902. And they thought I was crazy for getting that deck out. But it clumped up a little bit, but after about 15-20 minutes, cards were flying all over the table. I don't have that poker table anymore, which is where I used to do my videos from. We are getting a different one that we can store eventually. So, about finished with the diamonds. A little bit darker tones there. All right, and once again, that is Orpheus. So if you guys like this video, hit that like button, comment below, and if you're not subscribed, please do. Hit that notification button. You'll be updated on all the videos that I post. And you can also find me on Facebook on the page The Congress Guy, or on Instagram, the.congress.guy, or email me directly at thecongressguy@yahoo.com. I will be happy to take a look at whatever decks you have, no matter what year, and help you figure out what you have, how old it is, or how old it might be, how rare it could be, and approximate value. I will give you my best educated guess based on all the research that I've done. So once again, thanks for watching this video, and we will see you soon. Thank you.